just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening. It's Saturday night. Once again, this is Kuya Josh saying good evening to everybody. If you're watching us in the Pacific or in California, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, it is Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. So magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat at magandang hapon technically. And I hope you had a wonderful lunch with your friends, family, loved ones, and significant others. Nako, ang dami nating maganda yung letter natin today. But before anything else, if you're watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And for our team share and team replay, happy viewing sa inyong lahat. Oh, by the way, yung sa mga team replay natin and team share, I heard you had problems sharing our show yesterday. So okay lang, tiis-tiis lang. Eventually, you know how it is with the technology and with the internet connection in different countries. So we do understand, so it's okay. But anyways, happy viewing sa inyong lahat. And I hope you really are having a wonderful time and keeping safe. So before anything else, nako, greet ko muna si Emma Consul, our first honor for today. Hi Emma. Emma is watching us from Carson, California. Nako Emma, this is a very good letter. Actually, masyado siyang nakakaantig. At I think everybody will be learning and we'll see. But before anything else, we are live on PHLV Radio Facebook page as well as simultaneously airing live on PHLV YouTube channel. So lahat po ng ating mga subscribers at yung non-subscribers, please do share, like, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. Para you won't miss any of our shows. Not only my shows, but all the shows of PHLV Radio. And if you want to be notified every time there is a show on PHLV Radio that it's on, all you have to do is click that notification bell. Likewise, simultaneously, we are live on different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Also, if you're using Amazon Fire TV, just look for PHLV Radio radio channel. And if you're using Alexa, so simple, just say Alexa, play PHLV Radio. Yan, nako. Si Doms, Sapagan. Ako, Doms, hopefully you could stand by this time. This is really good. And definitely, I will see you next week. No, a week from next. But I'll text you. So Dom is watching us from, I believe, Quezon City, Philippines. So this is really a good story to tell today. Yung ating letter sender. Nagpapatago po siya sa pangalang Maja. Wow, parang si Maja. Not Maja Salvador, ginagawa lang po niyang ilang kay gusto niyang And the other character dito sa letter niya ay si Chito. So si Maja at saka si Chito. Ang maganda po yung topic, si Russell Lansin. Hi Kuya Josh, watching right now. Hey Russell, how are you? Happy viewing to you and welcome to the show. So ito na, let's start na ang ating show for today. So ito na, hold on. Okay. Ang ating show para hindi na tayo paligoy-ligoy kasi medyo mahaba yung letter niya today. So, sabi niya, ang title for today episode is Our Past Should Not Dictate Who You Become. Meaning yung ating nakaraan, hindi siya maging batayan kung sino ka sa future. Basically, yun ang sinasabi. So our past should not dictate who you become. Sabi niya. To start, sabi niya. Dear Kuya Josh, good day to you, the viewers and the listeners. Thank you, PHLV Radio, for having a show, Dear Kuya Josh. Thank you rin. Maraming salamat. Sabi niya, super like ko itong show na ito dahil sa mga aral o lessons through the letter senders, your comments, including the viewers and listeners. Every week, meron akong natututunan at napupulot na mga wisdom na very applicable to everyday life. Kaya, Kuya Josh at PHLV Radio, sobrang salamat. Ako, salamat yan, nakakataba rin ng puso. Kuya Josh, pakitago na lang po ako sa pangalang Maha. Ako po ay 28 years old, single pa. Siguro, this is the time that I can honestly say, ang nakaraan mo sa buhay ay hindi batayan kung sino ka sa kinabukasan. O better put, your past should not dictate who you become. Or your past should not dictate your future. Yan, sabi pa niya. Let me tell you my story. I come from a well-to-do family o may kayang pamilya. Dalawa lang kaming magkapatid at masaya ang childhood namin. Until nang babae ang daddy ko at sumama sa ibang babae. My mom raised the both of us, kaming magkapatid. Naubos ang kabuhayan namin at talagang sadsad kami. Nagtinda kami kung ano-ano sa public market dito sa amin para lang mag-survive. My brother got sick at dahil sa kawalaan ng pera, we were not able to provide the right care para sa kanya. Hindi nagtagal, he died. Sobrang dinamdam naming mag-ina ang pagkawala niya. Pero life must go on, Kuya Josh. Para makatulong, I had to work early in life. Namasukan ako bilang helper sa tita ko, pinsan ni mom. I go to school at night kahit ilang units lang, tiyaga, sakripisyo at dasal lang talaga. Si mom naman, hindi rin niya natagalan ang mahirap na buhay at nagkasakit din. Hindi rin nagtagal, she died too of leukemia. I tried to look for my father. Andali ako, may mga interruption. Hold on. Zarina, I'm on live. I'm on doing a show. Sorry about that. Na-interrupt. Sorry. Okay, sabi niya, I tried to look for my father, pero last time I heard, he is in a different country with his family. Masakit man to think na ako na lang sa mundo. I need to survive. Hindi man maganda ang treatment sa akin ng tita ko, nagtiis ako. Kuya Josh, lahat yata ay may hangganan. Minsan yung boyfriend ng tita ko, he tried na pagsamantalahan ako while my tita was away. Buti na lang ay nakatakbo ako palabas. I told my tita all about it, nagsumbong ako. Pero she called me a liar at pinalayas ako. Kuya Diyos, sobrang sakit at hirap sa loob ko ang mga kaganapan sa buhay ko. Hindi ako mahihiya na sabihin na para lang mag-survive I joined a club bilang kahera. Girly club siya. Dahil sa dream kong makatapos sa pag-aaral, I told the owner na pwede akong mag-GRO. Mali man, I lied about my age. Kahit 15 years old pa lang ako, I told customer pati na ang may-ari na 18 na ako. Malaking bulas ako kaya hindi halata ang pagsisinungaling ko. Mahirap man, I continue my studies. Kahit anong oras, go lang ng go. Maraming nanligaw sa akin na classmates ko. Pero when they find out na GRO ako sa isang club, para akong sakit na nilalayuan. O kung minsan at kadalasan, binabastos. Gaya ng dati, sige lang ako sa buhay. Luha at dasal lang ang aking kayakap sa buhay. At ang pag-asang lahat ay may katapusan. Lahat ay may pag-asa. Darating din ang umaga sa madilim kong buhay. Sa likod ng pagsasayaw at paggiling ko sa entablado ay dasal at luha ang nasa likod nito. Lahat ng alipusta ng mga tao, tinitiis ko at tiniis ko. Minsan, isang Chinese customer ang nanligaw sa akin. Kahit may edad na siya at may asawa. Kahit may edad na si Chito at may asawa. Pumayag akong maging mistress o kabit niya. Nilayo ako ni Chito sa club at binahay. He allowed me to continue my studies. Nakatapos akong cum laude, Kuya Josh, sa college with a degree sa business administration. Binigyan ako ni Chito ng seed money o puhunan to start my business. Recruitment agency ang business na itinayo ko. At first, mahirap siya pero tiyaga lang, pawis at dasal. Kuya Josh, I got to the point na the business is doing very well dahil sa mga connections na ipinakilala sa akin ni Chito. I tried and I asked Chito na maging magkaibigan na lang sana kami dahil hindi ko na kayang maging kabit o mistress niya. Bilang babae, hindi ko na maatim na makasira ng pamilya. Chito, with his goodness, understood naman ang situation ko. Kaya he let me go. Napakabait ni Chito, Kuya Josh, at habang buhay kong tatanawin ang mga tulong niya sa akin. Kuya Josh, I wrote to you to remind people not to make their past dictate their future. Most of us feels na trap tayo sa situation we are in. Hindi totoo yan. We can be who you want to be if you put your mind and heart to it. Yung nakaraan mo, nakaraan na yan. Wala ka nang magagawa about it. But you can change what is today and tomorrow. Do not dwell on your past, regardless how painful or traumatic they might be. Learn to forge ahead. Minsan nga, nabanggit mo sa isang show mo na hindi kasalanan mong to be born poor o pinanganak kang mahirap. Kasalanan mo pag nanatili kang mahirap dahil wala kang ginawa. Sobrang tama yan, kuya. Kaya dahil yan din ang nasabi ko sa sarili ko. Choice ko if I allowed myself to be trapped in certain situations. Kaya nga, it is so true that regardless of your current situation, lalo na pag sobrang toxic ito, always remember, this too shall pass. Matatapos din lahat ng mga problems mo, pray lang lagi and never ever lose the trust in Him. Remember, He had said He is the truth, the way, and the life. John 14 verse 6, sabi nga, hold on to that ever so tightly. Tapos, learn to manifest things at most importantly, magpasalamat ka at be grateful. Hanggang dito na lang ang inyong tagahanga at taga-subaybay, Maja. Nako, Maja. What a letter at maraming salamat. Teka muna, nabanggit natin kanina yung mga umabol. Okay, si Chito De Jesus is watching. Oh, teka, si Chito tong sa letter. Hindi to si Chito De Jesus, ha. Happy viewing sa'yo, Chito. And let me know where you're watching us from. Kung saan ka. Si Gingerberry, aba? Si Gingerberry, early ka ngayon. Ako, maganda yung topic. I'll do a summary in a minute. Tapos teka, sino pa to? Nawala. Okay. Tapos I think si Alexander Francisco is watching. Si Gingerberry, I think now, memorize ko na si Gingerberry. She's watching us from Bacoor, Cavite. And like what I said, si Gingerberry, owner siya ng isang aesthetic shop, clinic and spa, I believe, sa Bacoor, Cavite. So if you have a chance, go visit her at avail of her services para happy lang masupport natin. And Gingerberry, I will see you soon. I'll visit you. Yan, okay. Summarize natin ng konti para for everybody's benefit. Ito na yung kwento ni Maja. Hindi niya tunay na pangalan. Itago lang natin. She's 28 years old. She's single. And of course, she went through hardship. Sabi nga niya, she was born rich. Mayaman sila. The father, the mother, and meron siyang sibling na isang lalaki. Tapos, ang nangyari, si daddy niya ay ng babae. And sad to say, yung pambabae, it went to the fact na namahay, and other people would say nag-ibang bahay. So at umalis ang tatay, iniwan sila ng daddy and niya at naiwan at ang nagpalaki sa kanila o nag-aruga o nag-alaga or the person who took care of them, yun yung nanay. Pero as always, hindi naman sanay sila sa buhay mahirap dahil nga pinanganak at sila ay mayaman, maybe because of the business of the father. That being said, naghirap sila, and of course, sabi nga, naubos ang kanilang kabuhayan, whatever is left of it, and then they end up selling, and of course, kung ano-ano raw ang binibenta nila sa market, to the point na, dahil nga siguro hindi sanay, I'm just assuming nagkasakit yung kapatid niya, at dahil kulang talaga sila, salat sila sa pera, they are really in dire need of financial. So medyo hindi nabigyan ng proper care and he passed away. And that was something that was very, very, very difficult for them. At tapos so siya, she's the eldest, assume ko lang yun na siya yung panganay. So wala siyang choice pero mamasukan siya sa tita niya, which is a pinsan ng nanay niya. At sadly, yung nanay niya, siguro dahil sa hirap ng buhay, hindi rin nakatiis. Simply because sometimes kasi when I guess when you were born rich with a silver platter at hindi ka sanay talaga sa, to go through that, ay medyo the depression is there, and of course the mental illness comes into the picture. On top of that, she said that the mother, of course, got sick of leukemia and eventually passed away too. Siya naman, talagang persigido siya, si Maja, to finish the education at nagpupursigi siya and while nagmasukan siya sa kanyang tita, tuloy yung kanyang pag-aaral. Sabi nga niya, whenever may time, kahit maliit na units lang, go lang siya ng go. That being said, ang masakit, the boyfriend of the tita where she is staying at namamasukan, haging na siyang sabi pagsamantalahan. I guess in English that's almost siyang ma-rape. Luckily for her, she was able to run outside and run away, and then of course she eventually told the aunt about what transpired or almost transpired, at hindi siya pinaniwalaan na tinawag pa siya sinungaling at pinalaya siya. I guess in her walk, nakakita siya ng help wanted, and she ended up going to this club. If you're familiar with the Philippine culture, yung mga club doon ay yung mga girly club where there will be GRO, may mga, we call it, yung night table, or some people would call it parang girl of the evening. Hindi prostitution, pero yung may mga sumasayaw on stage, tapos pwede mo i-table, and they make money through their drinks. But in her case, she's only 15, she said, but she had to lie. She lied to the owners as well as to the customer. She said that she is already 18 dahil nga malaking bula, so she's a big girl, big bones. So hindi halata na technically she's only 15. So sabi nga niya, siguro pikit mata na lang ang because she needs to survive, and she goes to school pa to do that on top of that. So sabi nga niya, which was heartening, that sa bawat sayaw niya at paggiling on stage, And yung mga ginawa niya at hindi masyadong detail what she did, but of course you could use your imagination on what transpired, her being in that club. So luckily for her, well, maybe wrong choice of a word, but one day meron siyang customer na Chinese, and by the name of Chito, and Chito, I guess, saw her, fell in love with her, at binahay siya, niligawan, binahay, and what the description was, Chito is an older man and a married man. So to cut the story short, she became a mistress o kabit. Okay, pero pinayagan siyang mag-aral. So, obviously, si Maha is a very intelligent person dahil she graduated cum laude, Latin honor, at with a degree in business administration. And also, at the same time, Chito gave her the seed money o puhunan to open a business, at ang napili niyang business ay recruiting agency, which eventually it went very well, at to the point wherein siguro yung dumating na yung parang guilt when she was doing well na, so she asked Chito na maging mag-friends na lang sila, parang to cut the relationship and to be just good friends, dahil nga she felt strongly na she doesn't want to be a mistress anymore because she doesn't want to destroy any more family, or what a way sa kanya. Pero ang ganda ng mga sinabi niya, and that's why she shared the story, because she felt like she was trapped in a situation, but she felt like that past of her should not be the end all. It should not be the ultimate destination. Na porque mayaman na naghirap, and she went through all these trials, tribulations, and all these problems in her life that she should have surrendered. But she, sabi nga niya, ang kanyang puhunan ay prayers, tears, at saka talagang sacrifices. So yun ang sinishare niya. So I'll repeat yung sinabi niya before I will read some of your letters. Sabi niya dito, ito yung mga ano niya. Ayun, sabi niya, I wrote to you, Kuya Josh, to remind people not to make their past dictate their future. Napakagandang sa sinabi na yun. Tapos, most of us feel, sabi niya, marami sa atin, nararamdaman na we are trapped tayo sa situation we are in. Hindi totoo yan. Sabi niya, we can be who you want to be if you put your mind and heart to it. Yung nakaraan mo, nakaraan na yan. Wala kang nang magagawa about it, but you can change what is today and tomorrow. Do not dwell on your past, regardless how painful or traumatic they might be. Learn to forge forward, ahead and forward. Sabi nga niya, tapos sabi pa niya, choice mo if you allow yourself to be trapped in a certain situation. It is so true that regardless of your current situation, lalo na pag sobrang toxic, always remember this too shall pass. Matatapos lahat ng problema mo. Pray lang lagi and never ever lose the trust in Him, meaning kay Lord o the person that you adore and respect. Tapos nire-remind niya tayo yung Bible passage under John 14 verse 6. He said, He is the truth. Siya ang katotohanan, siya ang daan, at siya ang buhay. He is the truth, the way, and the life. Okay? Hold on to that so tightly. Tapos, learn to manifest. Naku, big word na talaga yung mga manifest na yan. And most importantly, ito yung pinaka-importante sa buhay. Matuto tayo magpasalamat at always be grateful. Yan. Yan. So, mga nahuli ha. So, ito na. Sino pa to? Si Erlinda Gulayan Cercado is watching. Hello, happy viewing. Erlinda is the mother of Fourth Impact. Tapos, hello Sir Josh. Hello to you too as well. Si Katrina Poblete Salum, one of our supporters and our talagang laging nanonood ng mga shows natin. Maraming salamat, and she's watching from Doha, Qatar. And normally she watch it with her BFF, another good friend of ours, si Rosana Milar Barrera, the singing dentist or dentist singing dentist from Doha, Qatar. Aba, si Desi Santos finally is watching us. Ako, Desi, you need to stay tuned on this one. This is really a very, very good story. Lalo na sa mga maraming pinagdadaanan sa buhay. This is so welcoming, enlightening, medyo sad, but I can't wait to hear from our listeners and viewers what they mga comments nila and advice. Just a disclaimer, any comments, advice, and opinion discussed tonight is not a reflection of the owners or management of PHLV Radio. Okay? Yan. Tapos, ito yung ating buena mano, si Maricel de la Cruz Lamberte o Lamberte. Maricel, where are you watching us from? So magparamdam kung saan kayo para I could give you a shout out. Ito yung ating unang comment. Nakaka-inspire po, sabi ni Maricel. Nakaka-inspire po talaga ang story niya at napakatibay niya po talaga sa lahat ng pagsubok. God is good po talaga. Nako, Maricel, I will echo, God is good all the time. And I believe na sometimes we go through so much process, including myself, wala ako exception dyan, na sometimes you felt you are at the end, kumbaga sa string, you are at the end string, but God works in so mysterious ways. When I say God, it could be anybody that you adore, you respect, that you venerate. Okay, hindi naman, we're not agreeing and we're not just limiting it to Jesus. Depending on your religion or your affiliation, para tayo open for everybody. Napakaganda talaga, nakaka-inspire talaga. Maricel, even I, when I was reading the letter, to be honest, it took me a while to finish the letter. At siguro nahalata nyo while I was reading it, medyo gumargal yung boses ko. Because sometimes kasi, di ba, you go through life and you think that parang ikaw lang, kumbaga, if you are in a movie or in a stage production, the spotlight is on you, parang ikaw lang, parang you felt like it's you by yourself, parang yung things are happening only to you and not to others. But let's be reminded, all of us are going to a certain journey. Yung iba lang magaling magdala. Yung iba lang, we don't even know, our neighbors might be smiling on the outside but dying inside. Diba? Because we don't know the journey, each one of us. And sometimes it really manifests either to their demeanor or the way they treat other people. Now, sometimes I always tell people, including myself, I always remind myself that sometimes you encounter people who might be evil, or they might say something nasty to you, or out of the blue they start shouting, or they're acting kind of indifferent at you don't know, and yung parang kaibigan mo siya for the longest time and you kind of know this person, all of a sudden this person is behaving differently or something out of the norm, parang out of the box, and you just need to understand, maybe this particular person, your friend, your associate, your significant other, your husband, your boyfriend, whoever it is in your life, maybe this is happening simply because that particular person, that certain person is going to a certain journey, just like you and I. Maybe may problema siya. I'm not saying that what I'm saying is you need to be more understanding. You need to give a little space, a little leeway. Kumbaga, chill lang muna. Kasi sabi nga, when you are encountering an upset person, make sure na hindi kayong mag head on. Because when you kinda do it like head on, doon nagkakaroon talaga ng problem. Okay? Doon talaga nagsisimula yung mga bagay-bagay na sometimes we say things out of anger, and of course, once we got back to our own self, then we are so sorry that we said something that we really didn't mean. But you got to remember, we have said that sometimes, and most of the time, it's better that kung nahit ka, nasampal ka, o nasunto ka, because that's a physical hurt. But mas masakit yung lumalatay, gumuguhit, at it really tug into your very, very being, yung mga sasakit na salita being spoken. That's why I always advise people na if you're upset, don't say things. I even tell people, if you are very upset or you're angry or you have this this dislike for anybody, don't write that person. Maybe write it in a journal, but don't write any email. Don't write any chill muna. Give yourself some space for you to mellow, because sometimes out of that anger, out of that feeling of being upset, you might say things that you will regret for the rest of your life. So it's always important that we kind of have control of what we say, sabi nga. And if you're naman writing your email, especially if you're retaliating or you're texting, it's always a good advice to think. Again, think, mag-isip before you click, before you send, or before you send it or send that to your message. Because pag minsan pag naisulat mo na at na-click mo na, iba yung intonation, mas iba talaga yung presence if you are able to convey your feelings to that person. Pero I always tell our viewers and our listeners, if you could hold on expressing your anger, please do so. You pray. And some people, they count 1 to 100 backwards. So at least by the time they reach from 100 to 1, naku, medyo nag-mellow na ng konti. Okay? So tama yung sinabi ni Maricel. Talagang nakaka-inspire talaga yung kay Maja. At Maja, your letter is so inspiring. Your tidbits of wisdom, your nuggets of wisdom, talagang inspiring, not only for myself, but I know it will touch a lot of people. Tapos napakatibay niya talaga sa lahat ng pagsubok. Yung biro mo, from a wealthy clan, from a wealthy family, tapos na ano talaga, some of us talaga, a little pagsubok, we end up giving up, di ba? Because we felt like gumuho na, sabi nga nila, the heaven and earth fell on our shoulder. Parang kumbaga, if it's a building, nagka-earthquake na, and at ang maganda kasing sinasabi ni Maja, instead of her thinking about her predicament, what she relied on is on prayers. Iba talaga. And time again, parang the commonality of our advice and our opinion and our comments are really circled around prayers. Kasi in this time and age, with all the things that's happening in the world, talagang the only weapon, I personally know, Kuya Josh would tell you, is prayers. We always have to pray. And prayer is not the litany of prayers that we normally born with, or we learn growing up. But it's really your communication, your personal communication with the supreme being that you adore, you venerate. It's like you're talking to a friend, talking to someone that knows you better. As I have said time and time again, no one in this world would know you better, would know what's in your mind, what's in your heart, what's the thinking, the process that's in your heart, your deepest secret, other than you and your God. Okay? Tapos, let's second. Si Alexander Francisco may comment din. Sabi ni Alexander Francisco from Project 4 in Quezon City, it does not matter who you are or where you're from. Never let your past or your present discourage, determine, or define you. Ay, ang ganda rin. I'll repeat it doesn't really matter, totoo naman. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. And you should never, maganda yun, never let your past or your present discourage, determine, or define. Yan, yung nagdi-define who you are. Medyo, yung kurang, si Maricel Paranaque. Ay, Maricel, we used to have a house there, Better Living, in Paranaque as well. A long time ago, I was still way back. Okay? So, happy viewing sa iyo, Maricel, and hopefully, you could continue watching this show in the future, yung mga shows natin. Kasi, just like everybody else, we are all friends and we are a big family here. So, totoo naman yung sabi ni discourage, determine, and define you. Totoo naman kasi, sabi nga nila, minsan, we felt like, yun nga maganda sa comment nitong si Maja, na your past should not define who you are. It should not dictate. At dagdag natin, define. Kasi akala nila, forget say you came from a bad situation, you're gonna be a bad person. No, that non sequitur, it does not follow. That doesn't follow. Like if you are from a broken family or yung dysfunctional family, when you become, when you have your own family as well, you're gonna be dysfunctional. And if you have a, say, your family, it's a, say your mom and your dad, they divorced or they separated, and most of us, we felt like it will happen to you. No, history, sadly, it really, the choice is in you, and it does not follow. Okay, sabi nga in Latin word, it non sequitur, it does not follow now what happened to your parents will happen to you as well. You have the power to change the course. You have the power, so the situation that you were born with can easily be changed by you. Easily meaning it's your mental strength, okay, to be able to change that. But it's a lot of work, it's a lot of prayers, it's a lot of tears, and a lot of sacrifices, of course. Nothing in this world came in easy. Yun lang yun. Okay, teka. Si Daisy Umali. Daisy, how are you? Nako, it's been a while. Daisy is from San Diego, California. At yung kanyang daughter is si Christine, is a very, very good singer. At talagang, we miss you, Daisy. We miss you here in the show. Si Katrina Poblete, watching us like from Doha, Qatar. Sabi niya, good morning, Kuya Josh and the Win. Sorry, hindi ko kasi nasimulan. Mamaya, team replay na naman kami. Uy, Katrina, I tried to do a synopsis. I tried to recoup yung kumbaga parang summary lang. So hopefully you could advise as well. Sabi ni Daisy, I was right. Good evening from San Diego. Good evening to you, to Christine, of course, to your husband. Tapos, meron pa si Alexander na quote. Sabi niya, quote unquote, open quote. To grow, you must be willing to let your present and future be totally unlike your past. Your history is not your destiny. Yan ang sinabi ni Alan Cohen. So, ulitin natin na, to grow, you must be willing to let your present and future be totally unlike your past. Your history is not your destiny. Ganda. Ganda na. So, si Hazel May Santos Lontok is watching. Nako, Puyatan Blues. Hazel is watching us from Houston, Texas. Nako, midnight na dyan, Hazel. And happy viewing kay Larry, of course. Si Tony Bordeos. Tony Bordeos is the hairstylist of the stars. Naku, si Tony is watching from Carson, California as well. Tapos si Josh Liano Rafana. Naku, si Josh, a good friend of mine as well. Naku. Si Dom Saba humahataw na rin. Hello, Dom. Sabi niya, the past is a canvas of lessons, not a dictator of destiny. Paint your future with the colors of choice and determination. Naku, Doms, ang ganda. I wonder sino nagsabi nito. Ang ganda. These are quotable quotes na talagang nagta-translate sa ating mga sa kay Maja. And Maja, I know you're watching. Ang gaganda nitong mga sinasabi ng ating mga viewers and listeners. Ulitin ko yung sinabi ni Dom Sepagan o Sepagan. The past is a canvas of lessons, not a dictator of destiny. Paint your future with the colors of choice and determination. Well, what a word. Si Mr. Ricarte is watching us as well. Happy viewing, Rex Ricarte. Happy viewing sa'yo. Si Dems, si Ernie is watching us also from Manila. Ito na si Ginger Berry. Mahaba, ito ang ganda. Si Ginger Berry from Bacoor, Cavite, from her aesthetic clinic in Bacoor. She's a beautiful soul going through a spiritual alchemy. Wow! What a wonderful transformation of her inner self being healed and freed from her fears and limiting beliefs that don't serve her anymore. Hashtag mahalin ang sarili. Wow! Nako, Gingiberry, ikaw lang talaga ang, ikaw na. Ano, Maha, meron ka pang meron ka pang hashtag. I like that. Hashtag mahalin ang sarili. What a way. Guys, nakakaano talaga kayo. You guys are so inspiring. Nakakaaliw talaga kayo. You are making not only Maha's day or life, but even mine, talagang so enlightening. So yung mga habol pa yung mga gusto mag-comments. So yung kay Maha, firstly maraming salamat kasi talagang inspiring at talagang it gives that idea. I like the fact na you mentioned in your letter that everything will pass. Sabi mo, any situation, there's no permanency. There's no permanent things in the world. Parang permanent is not, it's a concept na can be fleeting, meaning any situation that you're in, regardless how difficult it is, that you felt like ito na yun, it end all na. But you got to remember, this is just I personally feel that anything that we're going through, including myself, we are being tested. It's a test that and a test that we need to overcome, and it's a mental exercise in my mind na how you handle it, and this where maturity comes into play. It is very important that you have to feel, you have to understand, and you have to believe that whatever bad situation, how sabi nga niya, how toxic it might be, you always believe that this too, whatever situation, it will be resolved, it will go away, it's not gonna be as bad. Lagi ko I tell nga, including myself, I always remind myself na kahit na ang hirap ng pinagdadaanan ng bawat isa sa atin, whether it's physical, mental, physical, emotional, financial, every time, everything in time, in God's perfect time, everything will be solved and everything will just pass by. Pass by. Parang dadaan lang. It's just how you handle things. Okay, that's one. Two, I like what Maha shared to us na you just have to hold to that faith. Mag-believe ka lang. Kasi marami talaga in life, marami talagang hurdles. 'Di ba? Parang if you're a driver, you got to remember, walang smooth sailing ang life. There's no such thing as parang smooth sailing lang. Even in different countries, kahit na sabing first world country pa sila, may mga potholes pa rin in some areas of even sa US, sa Canada, or whatever it might be, Europe, may mga potholes pa rin. It might be more potholes sa sa Philippines, but that's a different story and different issues. Pero you look at it, look at your life like you're driving in a vehicle, whether it's your car or somebody else's, so it could be a public transportation. You go into different hurdles, you go into different problems, you go into different challenges, but consider that like potholes, lubak or sira ng daan na sometimes talagang either iiwas ka or you have the choice whether you guys go through it at medyo makabog-kabog ka o ma-disalign yung wheels ng car mo. But at the end of the day, you will still be able to overcome that. You will still be able to drive through that or around that, and eventually you will reach your final destination. Diba? Parang ganun lang ang buhay. Wala talaga smooth sailing. We always wished, of course, everybody wished and hoped that life would be so smooth at problem-free. But that's not as possible, I think, because at the end of the day, we go to different challenges. When you wake up in the morning, may mga challenges na agad that will be in front of us, and it is really up to us on how we view things, how we react to these challenges, and it builds character while we're kind of solving, where we are putting our minds on how to have a better handle of that particular task, problems, or situation that we're in. Okay, teka, bago natin si Roland Sagmit. Roland, where are you watching us from? Para ma-shout out natin kasi we're, like what I said earlier, hopefully na-watch mo, and happy viewing to you. At maraming salamat for tuning in. So magka-shout out din tayo. Good evening to you. Kung evening, can't be in the country because morning pa afternoon pa lang dyan. So si Dom Sepagan, si Dom sabi niya, your past is a storyteller, not a fortune teller. Ganda yun Your past is a storyteller, not a fortune teller. Don't let its whispers define your future. Instead, be the author of your own narrative, crafting chapters of resilience and growth. Grabe, Doms, nakaka-inspire Ang dami mong quotable quotes. Ang ganda nun Totoo naman, we are the author. We are the author of our narrative ng ating storya. We create the chapters, whether are we gonna wallow in sorrow? Are we gonna be doing the self-pity na nakakaawa naman ako, things are not working the way I perceive it, life is too hard, I can't handle it anymore, I cannot forge ahead. It's really you're in control. And of course, you have to be guided by the powers that be, the supreme being, which happens to be, if you're Catholic, that's Jesus and Lord. And if you are Christian, same thing. But if you are part of another denomination, there's always a supreme being, a power, an infinite power, a powerful being over us. And sabi nga, whatever problems created by you or by other people, this is all part of a grand design, and you just have to believe that in time it will be solved, it will pass. Yun yung belief natin, okay? Tapos grabe, you guys are amazing, amazing as an audience. I am at awe talaga sa mga sinishare nyo, at yung sa mga team replay and team like at team share, maraming salamat talaga, because you are making this show really worthwhile. It's a lot of, at lalo na sa mga letter senders natin. Oh, by the way, by April, the kindness of PHLV Radio, magkakaroon ng parang mailbox talaga. Oh, si Asaret! Grabe, Asaret! Na-miss din kita. I think you are in Manila, I think. You are in the Philippines traveling as well. I saw our Facebook buddy. And all of you, yung mga, add nyo lang po ako sa Facebook, at we could be good friends, and hopefully one of these days we could have, maybe, one of these days we could see each other. Yan, so add nyo lang po ako, Josh Anduit. So madali naman po akong hanapin. At my Facebook as well as my YouTube channel is public, so wala naman pong tinatago, at very transparent po si Kuya Josh. Saret, I missed you here, at happy viewing to you, at the same time to your beautiful daughter. So happy viewing sa'yo. Yan, tapos ano pa ba? So maraming salamat doon sa mga nag-tune in. Si Emma, si Alexander, si Dom, si Gingerberry, si Roland, of course yung mga team replay natin, tsaka team share, yan. Yung mga na-miss ko, naku, medyo nawala na kayo sa screen. So maraming salamat for tuning in as always, at hopefully nakapulutan natin ng aral. We learned something from the letter of Maja. Maha, maraming salamat. I hope na not only natuto ka sa na meron kang napulot sa amin, pero mas marami kaming napulot sa senior mo. Yung nangyari sa iyo, it's not an ordinary thing, pero tama yung sinabi mo, at tama yung mga senior nila Gingerberry, ni Doms, ni Alex, na talagang your past should not be dictating your future. Whatever your past is your past. Sabi nga ni Doms, yun yung canvas, at ikaw yung talagang susulat ng mga chapters. Salamat kila Hazel, watching from palayuan na talaga. Merong Houston, Texas, merong Paranaque, stuff like that. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. It's been an hour, and it's been a fruitful hour talagang. It is what a way to have a show like this na talagang very enlightening, very, in my mind, very inspiring at that. Talagang if you're going through some challenges in your life, watching the show, hearing from you, reading all your comments, all your advices, it's talagang heartwarming. And I know Maha is getting also a lot from our discussion today. And I am in awe of gratitude. At marami, lagi sinasabi nga niya, i-manifest. Yung manifest kasi parang what it was saying to me, so you guys, we could argue, we could agree to disagree. When you say manifest, isipin mo na agad, be thankful already. Kumbaga kung may hinihiling ka, magpasalamat ka na. And always remember to be grateful. Always remember na you learn how to say thank you. Learn to be able to and this is my 2 cents worth to everybody, and I try to practice this as well. You need to be thankful. You need to be grateful for all the things that's within you, with you. It could be your talent, not necessarily material things, but just the mere fact that you woke up this morning. It's already something to be thankful for. It means there's still mission that needs to be done. There's still things that needs to be accomplished in your life, and there's still a reason why you're still here. So just be thankful. Be thankful of your parents. Be thankful of your siblings. Be thankful of your friends, relatives, your significant others, even your enemies. Be thankful because that makes you stronger. That makes you to think things through. That makes you realize how kasi yung mga, we call it frenemy or enemy, that it's really how you react to them. Kasi sometimes it becomes bad kasi it's your reaction, pero pag dinedma mo lang yung mga yan, they will just go away. Sabi nga, it's just die a natural death. Now, as far as naman yung pasasalamat, be mindful of everybody or whoever in a way contributed either to your success, to your promotion, or to a better life. Because sabi nga, and this would be my last comment, no one in this world is an island. Walang sinasabi na mag-isa ka lang. There's always, everybody needs someone, everybody needs somebody to help you get through this world called life. Di ba? Parang sometimes, I believe that it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a whole village, a whole barangay, a whole community to be able to survive this life that we have. And if we do that, if you are prayerful, if you are positive, if positive in life, not positive in COVID, if you're positive at yung demeanor mo, at you have positive thinking, and you are able to be grateful, at you are mindful of other people's good deeds to you, and you are trying to also in your own little way to pay it forward, I think the blessing will overflow more than you could ever imagine. At yun ang aking last word for tonight. So again, Maha, maraming salamat. At the end of the day, I'm glad that you have a better hold of your life now, that you surpass all the challenges, all this tests, and all this toxic situation that you were in, and you have proved time and time again with perseverance, with patience, with so much sacrifices, coupled with prayers. Talagang it is a way to a better life, sabi nga, to a better future. So kudos to you. Again, to all our listeners, to our people who already subscribed to the YouTube channel, maraming salamat po. At thank you for watching not only the show, Alam Mo Ba yesterday, at those people who watched yesterday's show. And if you have not seen it, please do so. We talk about Little Art Foundation that's geared toward a foundation talagang exclusively the Little Art. It's the art because it's for the children. It's Little Art. It's really toward kids with cancer, in particular thalassemia and leukemia. Hopefully, I didn't murder that. It's a blood disease. It's a blood disorder sa mga kids, and go to the PHLV radio YouTube channel and watch that show. You will be inspired, you'll be motivated, and you will be blessed as well. Now you would open your heart. The concept of giving, not necessarily monetarily, there's other ways of doing that. Just in life, hindi naman lahat pera-pera lang. There's in other things that you could do. You could be inspiration to a lot of people. It doesn't matter your class, it doesn't matter your status in life, it doesn't matter your gender or your lifestyle. We could always inspire other people to be better, not only for them to be better, but for us to be better as well. At sabi nga, we all strive to be the best version of ourselves. And that being said, maraming salamat for tuning in. I cannot wait for next week again for a new letter to be read here on Dear Kuya Josh. Maraming salamat po. And if I don't see you next week, you have a wonderful week. And those people, if it's already a weekend for you guys, enjoy the rest of the weekend. And you have a safe next week. And as always, before I close any shows of mine, I always remind people to be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. And any act of kindness that you do to people or to others, it is a guarantee that it will come back to you in different ways, in different times, in different situations with other people. You will just be surprised how life is when you do some goodness in the world. And with that, maraming salamat for tuning in. God bless us all. You guys have a wonderful week. You have a wonderful life, wonderful day, and God bless us. In Jesus Christ. Bye-bye.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.